Archd.
Latest music.
All the news worth knowing in the Archdiocese of Adelaide.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah! Let's get into it.
Gentlemen, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening. Welcome. This is Archd. It's Saturday night. How you doing, Jen?
I'm great. How are you?
I am very, very well. My name is James Meston. This is the wonderful Jennifer Packus. We are here to host a radio show for you here tonight. We call it Archd. We like it. We basically play music. We talk about all the things that are going on in the Archdiocese of Adelaide that is worth knowing about. Flashback, Calvin Harris here on Archd 107.9 Life FM. Jen, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you checking out your Twitter feed. I beg your pardon. Would you mind just putting your iPhone down for just a moment? Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine, James. What was up?
Dude, I can't get into it. I just can't get into Twitter. I don't get it. It's just like... Is it just one Facebook status update after another? Is that what it is? I mean... Sort
of. It's more so like talking to celebrities. Like, that's how Justin Bieber became famous with his Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with music or Usher or... That was totally irrelevant. It was just the fact that he had a Twitter feed. See, I know a lot of people, believe it or not, I know a lot of people who have Twitter feeds who aren't as famous as Justin Bieber. How would you explain that?
Well, I have Twitter and I'm not famous, but I just love Twitter. It's just like, I don't know, you follow them and you know everything about their lives and I don't know, it's great. I love it.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't you were actually saying off air a little bit ago that you actually managed to meet Chris Brown and his band through Twitter or something like that?
Yes. Well, they were tweeting. They were like, "Oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to go have Nando's." So me and my cousin went down to Nando's and we met the band. And yes, we met the band.
Wow, you got the right Nando's too. That's impressive. Because I'd be like going, "Oh man, they're not at this Nando's. Quickly, let's go to Carolta Park. They're not here. Let's go to Marion. Quickly."
No, there's only one Nando's across the corner from Intercontinentals.
Oh yeah, in the city. Yeah.
And Americans just love Nando's. I don't know why.
Do they? Is it an American thing?
They've only got one Nando's in all of America, would you believe?
Wow, that must be a lot of driving for people who like Nando's.
But they love Nando's, they really do.
Revive here on Archd 107.9 Life FM. How you going, Jen? You having a good night?
Yes, so far so good.
Well, who knows what might happen? Oh my God, you've made me suddenly afraid. So far so good. It's like, I know something bad's going to happen.
No, I'm sure not.
I'm sure not while we're on the air. Everything will be perfect while we're on the air, absolutely. Hey, I had a chance to have a bit of a chat about 2 or 3 weeks ago to the DeClinic mastermind himself, DJ Shep, and we had a chance to talk about all things turntabling, all things hip-hop, all things breakdance, all the stuff that DeClinic does so well. So I think just let's kick it off. What do you reckon? Let's do it. Here we go.
DeClinic Breakdance Crew has become such a huge national name. How did it all start? Where did you come up with the idea to get it all going?
Well, basically, obviously it's the breakdance crew, it's the MCs, it's the graffiti artists, it's the DJ. So it started originally as us all doing teaching workshops.
Yeah.
And so myself, I was teaching DJing and skating, and obviously had a lot of really talented friends around me who were into breakdancing, DJing, rapping, aerosol artists, and it started off with me just going like, look, a lot of my friends were unemployed, and I was like, look, maybe let's all team up together and let's all get out there and try and, make a living off this. And so, that was about 15 years ago.
Wow, 15 years. Can't believe it. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So when you actually sort of look back at the reasons why you actually got into all this in the first place, because it must be driven, I can see the way you talk about it, driven by a huge passion for this stuff. Was there any one particular moment that kind of went, I want to get into turntabling, or I'm really into this particular kind of culture, or was there one pivotal moment you can remember?
Yeah, I guess like for me it was like hearing like Public Enemy for the first time. Heard that on the radio as a kid, and that was probably one of my first exposures to hip hop, and that just blew my head off. I just like, what is this? What is this music? And then from there, as soon as I heard that, just started wanted to find more of it. And then for me, happened to see DJs in film clips and stuff like that, but just little snippets of it. And for me, I was just like, I just knew straight away, I want to do that.
Cool, man. Awesome.
So you put on an amazing show for us at Double M Fest last year, which was amazing. Everyone has not stopped talking about it since. Do you get much chance to go and do many other kind of festivals or events at the moment around the place?
Yeah, well, it really never stops. That's, sort of what we continue to do. We've just done workshops and demos in Whyalla, Deana. We're at Kapunda next week. We're being Youth Week. We're everywhere at the moment.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
doing skate comps all over Adelaide, as well as breakdance demos, workshops, DJ workshops. So yeah, this time of year especially, this is like Christmas for us.
Okay, so I have it on good authority that you are actually a St Michael's boy, and you grew up Catholic. In everything that you're doing now, in all the work that you're doing, especially with the workshops and everything in terms of all the hip-hop culture, the breakdancing, everything, where do your Catholic values come in that you grew up with?
I guess it's like the main thing is, we deal with a lot of different types of people. So, we might spend a day doing workshops in a private school. We might spend a day in workshops doing workshops with kids who are in remand centres and jails. The difference there is, I guess for myself is just giving every kid the same opportunity as you would, the kid in the private school. Give the same kid who's in the jail those opportunities as well. And, I guess it just opens up your mind a little bit more just to kind of look at things from a different angle and, understand people a little bit better and understand that not everyone has the same opportunities as everyone. And, that's where we come in. We try and give people those opportunities to try and do something with their life, I guess.
107.9, this is Archd. Just then you heard Hey Soul Sister by Train, and right before that you heard the Potbellies.
Fantastic stuff. Now, our intrepid reporter out in the field, Miss Sarah Moffat, who is also the head of youth ministry here in Adelaide, did a wonderful interview with Archbishop Philip Wilson about a week or two ago it was now, and we're playing parts of it as we go on because it was a big half-hour block of time he gave us, all about young people and how they're relating to the Catholic Church. So we're going to roll the second part of that right now. So sit back, enjoy.
So recently the Archdiocese has developed a mission statement for its work with young people, which included obviously some consultation with young people, and I know that you were part of that consultation and you listened to what young people had to say. Now, the mission statement speaks of an inclusive community that promotes dialogue and diversity, and a church that is committed to empowering young people in their humanity, faith and leadership. Why is that important?
Well, I think it's really important because one could get the impression that if you want to sign up to the Catholic Church, that it's just a done deal and you have to just accept things and move on. What we're saying is that we have a set of beliefs and a pattern of life that's really important, but people need to engage with that. And we need to offer it to people in such a way that they understand that it's really valuable for their lives. And the only way that you can do that is by relating to people in a level of dialogue. Sure, we have a community that has a set of beliefs, a pattern of life, a pattern of morality and all that sort of stuff. But it's no use saying to people, look, you've got to do this because it's the law.
Yeah.
What we have to say to people is, it's good to do this because it really helps you to live your life in a positive, wonderful way. And I think that's what this statement is really saying, that we want to engage with people. We want them to discover the riches that are part of the life of our church, and to see that its beliefs and its morality are not really impositions that make your life miserable, but in fact gateways to help you to discover happiness and joy.
Absolutely, and I think it's an integration of the vision is an integration of a young person's life and their faith, that those two things are not disconnected.
That's right.
The reality of their lives, actually.
And if the vision has consequences for their lives. I mean, there are things that if you take on that vision, you've got to step back from.
Yeah.
There are things you've got to bring under control.
Yeah.
There are things that you've got to say, no, I resist that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's part of the pattern of being able to develop a mastery over your life and develop the freedom that enables you to engage with people properly.
And it is a difficult one. Like, I know sometimes I find myself picking and choosing the parts of the Catholic tradition that I find most appealing, and it's easy to, and I have to continually remind myself that you can't reject parts of it, that it's all part of the one tradition. And I know there are lots of young people that do that. Well, I like this kind of love one another stuff, but this stuff over there, and I think that's because I find it challenging about how it integrates with my life.
Well, everybody's found that. Even the people who listen to our Lord said, that's too much, I can't accept that, because what he has to say is a comprehensive package.
Yeah.
And there are challenges that were made to people and said, well, I can't live by that. Look, that's the experience of everyone who belongs to the church.
And that was part 2 of Sarah Moffat's interview with Archbishop Philip Wilson. If you want to catch the first part of that interview, just go into our YouTube channel at youtube.com/ArchD Radio.
Archd.
107.9.
Life FM.
Burning in the Skies, Lincoln Park. You're listening to Archd 107.9 Life FM. Now, have you heard anything about this Archdiocese and Youth Ministry Young People Here and Now conference, Jen?
No, I haven't, but tell me about it, James.
Well, I got the email today, you see.
Oh,
They got the email today and told me all about it. It's actually coming up on Saturday the 18th of June. It's at the Catholic Education Office in Theberton. And the theme of it is young people here and now, and the conference provides an opportunity to reflect on our collective work with young people and learn from each other. It looks really, really cool. There's the Archbishop's going to be there. There's going to be interactive workshops, things like dealing with conflict, online youth ministry, purposeful team building, music, young people, a whole bunch of stuff. It looks really, really cool. If you want to find out some more details about that, I would definitely recommend giving Sarah Moffat at the youth office a call. Her number is 8301 6866, and she can give you a little bit more information about how to register and to get more information in general about it. It looks really, really cool. Group 1 crew, you're listening to Archd 107.9 Life FM. Jen, it is time. We must shuffle off.
Yes, shuffle off.
Give someone else the hot seat.
But before we do go, I think we should, if you guys missed out on the first half of the interview with the Archbishop, check it out on our Facebook page.
Yep.
James, what is it?
It is, well, you can get to it through archdradio.com. We've got a little shortcut running straight through. It sends you straight down the fast track to the absolute joy and frivolity that is the Archd Radio Facebook page. We've got all the previous Archd shows up there, streaming on YouTube. So go in, check it out, and it's all there for you to see and enjoy. We are going to bid you adieu. We will see you next week. Have a good one. We're going to kick it out with a little bit of Owl City. See you later.
Bye.